Now.
Give me a countdown of 3.
Nope, no. Sorry. Too late.
3!
No. Okay.
Folks, here we are. My God, we're not in Kansas anymore, I'll tell you that. Of course, we've never been in Kansas. So, but hey, there could be a Kansas BMQ show coming to your neighborhood one day soon. But here we are. It is Season 2, Quarantine Cocktail Show, Season 2, Episode 50. This has nothing to do with 50, although I just thought about how to tie it to 50. No. Paul, you don't have a t-shirt on. I do. Hold on. We're surprising people. Here we are. Here, just throw it down. It's all good. Folks, this is a great one. It's Frappe night. Frappe, if you want. We'll explain that a little bit. But are you ready? You better be watching the show, because the last one, yeah, Facebook cut it. No, we're getting edgy. We're here. You ready? It's Quarantine Absinthe Frappe night. And we're at a new bar. Folks, come with me. Yeah. Shut the door.
Yes, sir.
Folks, yeah. Big announcement. We've expanded. Come on in. Folks, we got friends here tonight. Yeah. Foley is in the house.
Hey, guys.
Woo! Whoop, whoop. So, before we even get started, I have to let you know, yeah, we're expanding. We're going big. We're going huge. And as of tonight, we are christening this the BMQ, Blue Monkey Quarantina, of the North. And to do so, to make this legit, we have brought this BMQ Blue Monkey. Ooh. Yeah. So, folks, right here, the new BMQ establishment in the house. Boom, here we go.
Hashtag blessed.
Paul, have you guys been out having cocktails already? Of course we have. It's just what we do. Folks, here we go. Now, it's time for the drink. I know, I've already killed 2 minutes of the show. I've got 14 minutes left. Bear with me. A lot of fun. Now, this is exciting stuff. I don't know where we're going to start. I'll tell you where we're going to start. We're going to start in 1874. Are you guys ready for 1874? Yes! Who's Caetano Ferrer. Alright? He's a bartender. Your favorite place, New Orleans.
Oh.
Now, do you know what drink he comes up with? The Absinthe Frappe.
Ooh.
Yeah. Now, Paul, isn't it pronounced frappe? If you go to McDonald's, it's a frappe. It's a frappe. So it's the Absinthe Frappe, and we're going to make it tonight, folks. A lot of people don't realize, but this is 1874. This is an exciting drink. So this is in New Orleans, Bourbon Street. Now, it started at the Absinthe House. That was the name of the bar. Now, here's the exciting part. It's still there today. It is still there today. It is now known as the well, I take that back. It's the Absinthe House now. It was the Absinthe Room back then. And then during the speakeasy times, they shut it down. They tried to move it, hide it, and it was the Absinthe Bar room for a while. But it's the old Absinthe House, still in existence today. We are up, we're running, it's all good. So anyway, our boy, Farrer, he comes up with this drink. Here's the exciting thing about it. This drink, which is basically pure absinthe, it was actually a morning pick-me-up drink. Do you know who loved it? Mark Twain. Mark Twain loved this drink. Had it all the time. Now, here's the thing about absinthe. We've talked about absinthe, but we've never delved into it. We're going to delve into it tonight. People just don't give it enough credit. So, the reason they don't give it credit or they are scared of it is because in 1912, all the way to 2007, it was banned. You couldn't get it in the U.S. But here's the good news, folks. It was banned in a lot of countries, not just the U.S. So that makes it all good, right? But let me give you a little bit of things. So 1792, all right? This is when actually absinthe was created. 1792, a guy from Switzerland, his name was Pierre Ordinaire. But he was not ordinary. No. He had some stuff going on. See, he had been doing some research on the medical medicinal benefits of a little-known ingredient called wormwood. There it is. And he discovered and said, this is the end-all, get-all of health benefits. And he created what we now call alcohol and liquor. Back in the 1800s, they would call an elixir. And he created an elixir with wormwood. And in 1792, he started producing it. And people loved it. It was delicious. So, 5 years later, 1797, Henri Louis Pernod bought the recipe and created Pernod
Bitters.
which is the ultimate bedrock of absinthe. That's where it all started. So this is back in 1797. Now, again, everybody has all these misconceptions about absinthe. So I'm going to give you 3.5 minutes of facts about absinthe so everybody's on a straight and narrow. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Ready.
Here it goes.
Let's go.
First of all, what is absinthe? So absinthe, actually, there is a recipe. And there is what is called the Holy Trinity. 3 ingredients that have to be in every bottle of absinthe, including this delicious spectacle, which was delivered tonight by Dawn and Dawn, which I can't wait to dive into, and the whole reason we're doing the drink tonight. But anyway, there's 3 ingredients that have to be in absinthe. 1, wormwood. 2, green anise. By the way, after you've been drinking a lot, which I have been, the word anise is very tricky to say. And I will tell you now, because every night I talk about how you get humped on Wednesday, I am staying away from anise humped. Because I'm afraid of how...
But he's already gone there,
But
so...
I didn't go there, because I said it properly. So, green anise is the second one, and the other one is fennel. So, those are the Holy Trinity. There's herbs and spices that you can add on top of that, but those are the 3 ingredients that have to be in there. Now, we know what it is. So here's the other question. Why is it green? So actually, absinthe is not green when it's distilled. It's more yellow to clear. It doesn't get green until you do what's called the second maceration. The second maceration is when they add other herbs and spices, never the Holy Trinity though. They add the second round of herbs and spices, and it's the chlorophyll that is leached from those herbs and spices that turn it our green color. Now, that leads to the other big thing, Paul the Green Fairy. By the way, also known as the Green Elf.
No.
Also known as...
So, Shelby and I have had a long discussion. This is the part of the program where I try to tie the t-shirt into the actual show. And I said, oh my God, it's a green fairy. She said, it's not a fairy. Zelda is an elf. And I said, what's the difference? And we ended up into a whole big fight over it. Not really a fight, but if you don't know Shelby, Shelby's got a little D&D blood in her. Long story short, I'm going to say elf, fairy, whatever. But here's the truth. Absinthe was originally known as La Fée Verte, the Green Fairy. That was the original name for absinthe. And it was called that because people actually described it as a bit of a love, and that it acted as a muse for other people. So anyway, that was the original name. Which also leads into the last thing we need to understand about absinthe, and that is this. Everybody wants to know, is it hallucinogenic? And
Yes.
it's a yes and no thing.
Yes.
It's, Dawn, it's your perfect thing. It's the
It-
lawyer.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends.
And here's why it depends. So, the reason everybody thought it and still claimed it to be hallucinogenic is because of this, the wormwood. The wormwood actually has a chemical extract in it called thujone. Thujone has been known to cause psychedelic effects. It also causes seizures. You can't ride on a roller coaster if you've had it. I mean, there's all sorts of rules and regulations on thujone. It's not good stuff. But it is in wormwood. And if you have enough of it, it's bad. Here's why it depends, and it's really a no. There is not enough thujone in any absinthe that's ever been produced that will give you hallucinogenic effects. You will be killed by alcohol poisoning before you ever get to the level of hallucinogenics. But,
What about Van Gogh?
and that's a rumor, that
What about Van Gogh?
so that goes to the reason. Absinthe is not really in itself hallucinogenic. The problem is that absinthe by itself is typically anywhere from 110 proof to 155 proof. This crap is 75% alcohol. And when they were doing this
I
back,
knew this.
so go back to the 1900s. It's fantastic stuff. So there were all these people, and there were doctors actually out there who were doing studies on it. And some of the studies said that it was the wormwood. The problem is that the wormwood, they were actually doing studies on animals. They were taking pure wormwood, giving it to animals who would eat it and then have these convulsions and seizures. And they would say, oh my God, it's not safe for families and people. The truth is, it's just a lot of alcohol, people. And you're just drunk out of your gourd. And actually, back in the early 1900s, they actually created a name for this, and it was called abstinentism. Folks, it's called alcoholism. They were drunkards. And so one of the worst stories out there was a man who was a habitual drunk who basically drank, this was in the report, drank a bottle of whiskey, drank wine, then drank some absinthe, then killed his family. And they basically said, absinthe is the devil. And they banned it. And it was banned in many countries. Anyway, it's all good. You can get absinthe now with wormwood. Don't be afraid. It's delicious. It's wonderful. It's not a hallucinogenic. If you drink enough of it, if you drink enough of anything, it's going to be a good time. So, here we are. For God's sakes, Paul, make the drink. What is it? It's the Absinthe Frappe, and it's deliciousness in a glass. Here we go. By the way, another new toy from the Frafolias, and I'm excited to use this bad boy. So let's do it. So easy drink. We're going to go with 1.5 ounces. I'm going to try to do the math. There's 4 of us. That's 6 ounces.
That's 6 ounces.
And the beauty of this bad boy is I can actually measure 6 ounces. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Get the gurgle. Get all of it.
Love the gurgle.
Can you can smell the fennel. I mean, you can smell everything. Now, this is a simple recipe. Absinthe and then simple syrup. Now, tonight, what we're doing instead of simple syrup, we're going to go with the basically gum syrup. Gifford, this has been around since 1885. Paul, how do you remember these dates? Folks,
It's on.
it's on the bottom, 1885. But this is really what they would have used back then. So this is a simple syrup, but they also use a gum extract in it, so it's got a little bit better mouthfeel, and this is what they would have used. So it's 1.5 ounces, and then 1/2 ounce per on the sugar side. So that would be 2 ounces. And I get this beautiful, this, I can do the long pour.
Oh, get fancy.
So fancy.
And there's our 2 ounces. Folks, this is exciting stuff. Like a kid in a candy store. And we already have ice in here. We're going to give this a little bit of this, and we're going to give this a shake.
And look,
And-
it's not going to pop off this time.
Yeah. Folks, one-handed. Look at this. It's a whole new show. My hands aren't even cold. I just don't know when it stops. The only problem because before I'd put your hands freeze. My hands don't freeze. Double insulated. Yeah, fantastic stuff. And I can take the top off automatically. Since I don't even know what to do with it. So now we're coming in.
How cool is that?
I didn't really think this through. Do we have one more glass? Here, hold on.
We will for us.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really. So, folks, the next thing you're going to do is crushed ice. Again, you want to spill as much as possible.
Well, that's good luck, right?
It is good luck. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here's our ice scooper. Fill it all the way up. Oh, we're good. Bear with me, folks. We're good. Yeah, we're beyond good. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Crushed ice. Then we're coming in with our mixed drink. Here we go. A lot of glasses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna split this up evenly.
I'm moving the monkey.
Moving the monkey.
Because what's a frap? A frap?
It's a frappe.
But fraps are what?
And a frappe basically is any liquor served over crushed ice. That's actually the literal translation of a frappe, is a liquor served over crushed ice.
So what you're getting at McDonald's is not really a frap then.
No, unless
No.
you
No.
unless you're
It's a
going to
fake frappe.
It's a frappe.
It's a frappe.
Frappe.
it's a frappe. So we do this, we do this, we do this. Those look pretty even to me. Last thing you come in, right here, seltzer water. Not soda water, not tonic water, seltzer water. That's what they would have had back in the day. And all we're going to do, top it off with a little soda water. You can come back, a little more ice if you want. And then the last thing, we're going to garnish it with a little bit of mint, fresh out of the garden. Slap mint. Wake it up. There it is. Smack it. Come on. You guys,
Fantastic.
this is what you do at home, right? What you do. There's 2
We
for
walk
one.
out back, we slap it,
Slap
we
it.
bring it in.
And there it is. One more. Folks, there you go. That is a quarantine. And last thing we need to do, oh my gosh, see, we travel, and then sometimes, I'll be back. Hold on. Can I go in the basement?
Sure, of course.
Hold on, give me a second. Emergency, folks, it's in the basement. Emergency, you know, I know that a lot of people, Van Gogh, if you would have had emergency, probably would have cut his ear off. And how do I know this? Because we've gone through 100 and some episodes, and neither Shelby nor I, nor the Ferfolds have cut their ear off. And it's because we have emergency. Emergency! Not sponsoring Van Gogh, because he cut his ear off, and not sponsoring us. So, we're going to give just a little garnish on each one. What?
Just the essence of
The
emergency.
essence. Oh.
Of C.
Emergency. That stays here. You guys, you stay safe.
Oh, thank you.
Folks, there we go. That is a quarantine. Boom, boom, done, boom. Try 'em a little bit of, and let's see if this bad boy what it tastes like. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, smell it.
Oh,
Right. So I told you this was a breakfast drink. This is
Breakfast of champions.
it is.
breakfast of champions.
I expect you guys to get up tomorrow morning and say, you know what I need today?
Tastes
I'm
like
bringing
black
you one tomorrow.
black
Absinthe frost.
jelly beans.
It does.
Yes.
Total
Tastes like
black
jelly
jelly
bean.
bean kind of flavor, chilled.
Yeah.
You got that little mint in the front. Folks, that's fantastic stuff. Now, last thing I'm gonna give you 2 last things. So, absinthe. Last thing you need to know about it. Typically, there's 2 traditional ways you drink it. There's the French method and the Bohemian. The French method is basically what's called the drip. So that's when they take that little spade and they put a little sugar cube on it. They put absinthe in a glass. Boop, put a spade, put a sugar cube, and then they drip water, a little drip at a time, until it fills up, and that's how they serve it. That's French style. Bohemian style, spade, sugar cube, but they pour the absinthe over the sugar cube, let it drain, light the cube on fire, burn it, make it hot, then they put the water in, and that's when you get it. Now, here's the kind of the fun part. So you know the 2 methods? If you noticed, our drink got very cloudy, right? So that is a very special thing. It's called the ouzo effect. Now, actually it's the louche effect. But the ouzo effect, louche effect, whatever you want to call it, it is when you add water to any type of drink, alcohol, that's got natural oils in it, like fennel, or anise. I have to really slow down to say it now. But when you add anise to your drink, and what happens is that they collect and basically they bind, bond, whatever. They make it cloudy. But when your drink, when it goes to that white cloudy, when you add water to it, that's the ouzo effect. And that is what is happening here, folks. It's deliciousness in glass is what it is. And after all of that, folks, that's where we are. We've got ourselves quarantine absinthe Frappe. And guess what? Tonight, I got to be careful what I say here. We're going to say that you've been Frappe humped. Yeah, that means you've been humped over some crushed ice. You're welcome. And folks, couldn't be more happy to have our newest Blue Monkey Quarantina
Franchise.
North
It's franchise.
right here in Cleveland.
Woohoo!
Do we say Cleveland? Is that right?
Yeah, we're Cleveland.
We're Cleveland. Call it. All right,
Yes,
I love it.
We're Cleveland.
Cheers to everybody. Thanks for
Cheers.
the wonderful gifts. Thanks for letting us host a party here. Everybody, again, it's hump day. You know, go get your Frappe humped and get some crushed ice. Whatever you do. I don't know. You people are crazy. Love you all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Love you all.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Give one to Shelby.
Hold
Yes.
on. Getting
Cheers.
there.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And Shelby.
Chink.
All right. Folks, good night. Love you.
See you
See
Sunday.
Sunday.